Each fall, 625 schools begin a quest, each the same goal, the ultimate goal. The time is now. 2 teams remain.
You gotta make something happen. It's gotta come from the heart.
And tonight, a Michigan high school football champion will be crowned.
All you gotta do is believe.
The Division 5 football final is next on FSN.
There has been a steady procession of football players and their fans from the West. From Muskegon and Jackson they have come, specifically from Oakridge and Lumen Christi high schools. Why? To decide the Division 5 championship. Lumen Christi has been there, done that the last 2 years, trying for a rare three-peat. But Oakridge also has a proud football tradition. They meet head-on here on Fox Sports Net Detroit. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Fred McLeod, along with former Michigan quarterback John Wangler, who, by the way, still owns most of the passing records at Royal Oak Shrine. And John, as Lumen Christi indeed has their mindset of a three-peat, how much of an advantage for their kids in the fact they've been on this big stage the last 2 years?
It's a big advantage, Fred. They have a lot of confidence. They're coming off a 21-game winning streak. They're going for the three-peat. This program is built on excellence. Coach Herb Brogan's done a great job, and it's a big advantage.
Both teams will certainly run the football in the game, as you'll see, but Lumen Christi can also put it through the air because of their dynamic 1-2 combo, quarterback Jeff Wojtusik and his standout wideout Tyler Aldridge.
Well, Wojtusik to Aldridge, probably one of the top combinations, if not the best passing combination in the state. Very, very effective. Aldridge, his averages over 20 yards a catch. They're throwing the ball downfield. Wojtusik, a very, very accurate quarterback, only 2 interceptions.
Well, if you old schoolers out there remember the old TV show My Three Sons, Herb Brogan perhaps could have been Fred McMurray because he won a couple of championships with his older sons. Now comes Patrick Brogan, senior fullback, looking for a ring too.
Well, Mrs. Brogan's got to be happy. I'll tell you how much emotion. There's nothing better than coaching your son, and then to have the opportunity to go for a state championship with your son as the fullback. There could be nothing better, and it really a testimony to that whole family.
Well, Jack Sugar's on the other side of things, a very accomplished football coach. He brings Oakridge to town, and the motto all season long has been no more excuses.
He started that last year, Fred. When they went 4-5, he said, listen, we're going to start the No Excuse Club. We'll be up at 6 o'clock. We'll be lifting weights. We'll be running. We want to be the first team from our area to make it down to Ford Field, and they've accomplished their goal.
Well, I guess if you're on Jackson Lumen Christi's defense, you're following the letters, specifically of DJ and TJ, because those guys run the football a lot. And look at the numbers. Quarterback DJ Ritz, running back TJ Patton combining for nearly 3,000 yards on the ground.
Well, the DJ and TJ show that they run that wing tee to perfection. You talk about a 1,000-yard quarterback, very deceptive, elusive, and then you got the tailback TJ Patton who can break a long run, can get out in the open. That really is what drives their offense.
And defensively, the guy who drives the defense, a guy who has football player written all over him. Look at him, the Rock, Jacob Morehouse. What a tough guy he is.
He's a fire hydrant out there. You look at him, 5'9", 244. We saw him in warm-ups. He's ready to play. He's the emotional, spiritual, physical leader on that defense.
So it's a rematch of the title tilt in this division a couple of years ago when Jackson Lumen Christi prevailed 23-0. So you know the Oakridge Seniors is thinking payback. We shall see if that happens. The 7th of 8 title games here on FSN Detroit. Get ready to strap it on. The kickoff is coming up from Ford Field. The MHSA Football Finals in FSN Detroit are brought to you by Bell Tire. Trust us, we'll make you happy you came in. That's a promise. By Gardner White Furniture. We're known by the money you keep. And by Wallside Windows. We can do that. We are the factory. 2 more championship trophies to be handed out here in the beautiful facility known as Ford Field. Oakridge ready to go, and if this doesn't get your blood boiling, nothing will. Let's listen to Jack Sugars in the Oakridge locker room.
These guys, you've been with these guys for 14 weeks plus practice, summer conditioning, workouts, all our No Excuse Clubs with that Ford Field picture in our locker room. The picture is no longer just a picture. It's a reality. It's an opportunity. Yeah, guys, a memory. You play the best you can with a boy's confidence and toughness. It's going to last you. The love we have as a team, the family, the one, going to last us forever. Family, one, two, three, family.
Man, John Wagner's looking around for his shoulder pads already in his helmet.
Put me in, Coach.
Coach Sugars was talking about a picture in the locker room of Ford Field. He had the Eagle logo emblazoned on it last December, saying, guys, this is where we want to get. And they've been watching that picture every single day in the weight room, and here they are. Here comes the kickoff, and we're ready to go. Into the end zone it goes. It'll be a touchback. And so Oakridge will put it into play at the 20-yard line. DJ Ritz, the quarterback for Oakridge. We showed you his stats. He's a 52% passer, but very clever with the football. From the 20-yard line. And some movement up front. It'll cost Oakridge 5.
Little anxious there coming out of the chute.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense.
That's our referee, Mike Dempsey. So from the 15, it'll be 1st and 15 for the Eagles. Ball is given off to the first man. No, actually it's held on to by Ritz. He's very clever with the football. A gain of 1. Adam Belfie on the stop for Lumen Christi.
Nice fake by Ritz here. They broke the wing tee, went with the one back. He did a nice little fake on the motion. Very deceptive. That's one of the real strengths of DJ Ritz, his ball handling and his deception. He carries out his fakes very well.
Coach Brogan going for another championship. They never get old at Lumen Christi. 2nd down and 14 now. Ball given off to TJ Patton. Some tough yardage inside. Ryan Lamar met him. Pick up a 4. Look at DJ Ritz this season. 8 touchdown passes and another 20 on the ground.
He can do it all. Very versatile quarterback.
6 feet 175, so average size. But he's got such a very good football acumen. He's able to run this intricate offense. Helps to be a senior too, doesn't it? Ball given off to Patton. Across the 25, a gain of 6. And it'll bring up 4th down now for Muskegon Oakridge, and they'll have to kick it away.
That time Ritz did a nice job reading the tackle. It was an option, and it was an inside read to the fullback. Nice job by Ritz. They weren't able to pick up the 1st down, but you'll see a lot of that with the offense there from Muskegon.
So you get a look at Jake Huck, a 31-yard per punt average. Booting it away. Tyler Aldridge, number 7, back there. Ball's knocked loose, out of bounds, and fortunately for the Jackson Lumen Christie squad, they will keep it. But the Titans were a little concerned there for a moment. A little fortuitous bounce there for Jackson Lumen Christie.
Yeah, very lucky. Tough when you have to catch that over your shoulder on that punt with guys coming down on you.
So from the 31, here come the Titans now. Jeff Wytusik at quarterback. Ball given off to Josh Padal. No running room at all, loss of a yard. And the defensive end / quarterback, DJ Ritz, was there to meet him. You get a look at Jeff Wytusik. Look at that ratio, John. You'd appreciate that. 28 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That's incredible.
Tremendous. We mentioned earlier that very, very accurate passes, makes tremendous decisions with the football when he's throwing it.
You see the guys up front. Joe Putra is the biggest. He anchors the line at center. Ball at the 30. Sprint option. Wytusik throwing on the money. It's short. Intended over there for his star wideout, Tyler Aldridge. Defensively, we talked about the rock, Jacob Morehouse. For Oakridge, again, DJ Ritz doubles up as a quarterback and a defensive end, a rare combination. The linebackers, including TJ Patton, their star running back. He anchors the middle of the backers alongside Morehouse. And keep your eye on the Huck brothers, Jake and Kyle. Kyle's a sophomore. Jake is an all-area safety. He'll be on Tyler Aldridge in a key matchup in this football game. Wytusik to throw near side, runs out of room. Down he goes. Swallowed up there by Scott Morse, the defensive end, a loss of 3.
Great pressure applied there by Oakridge. It's the second time in a row they've pressured Wytusik. Just a little soft roll to the left. He's a right-handed quarterback, so he's got to get his shoulders around. Watch this. Great pursuit there by the defense, Oakridge. That's what's going to stop this high-powered offense.
So both defenses making a statement early on. Couple of 3-and-outs. Here comes the punter Ryan Lamar now for Jackson Lumen Christie. Mike Sahagan back, the single safety on his punt. Left-footed kick is away. Sahagan at his 40. Beat one tackler, gets out near midfield, and a host of white shirts consume him in a blizzard. Tom Pomerico the first to make the stop. Time out on the field. Some rough hitting early on in the championship game to decide Division 5. Back in a moment. Back at Ford Field. Again, a rematch of the finals of a couple of years ago when Jackson Lumen Christie went on to a 23-0 victory that particular afternoon. And they stung Oakridge with a quick touchdown in that ballgame. Let's go back a couple of years ago. The interception there. And then 15 seconds into the game, Tyler Aldridge, then a sophomore, threw it on the money. That's the fastest touchdown in finals history for any class. 15 seconds in, Lumen Christie went on to win 23-0. And now Tyler Aldridge, of course, a senior, and their prime pass-catching threat.
He's thrown one of those this year, too, I think, there, Fred.
He has. They have a delay. We got a flag throw. Offsides, also a preliminary indication on Jackson Lumen Christie.
Prior to the snap, encroachment on the defense.
And in high school, really, it is encroachment. Once you jump off sides, that's it. You can't get back like you can in college and pro football. Or that it is truly an offside call. So from the 47-yard line now, Oakridge goes to work. Ball is given off to Cordero Ibarra. He's their secondary back, but a very good one. In fact, in the regional championship game, he broke 2 long runs for touchdowns. 881 yards this year for the junior.
Lumen Christie doing a nice job reading their keys, following the guard, just a misdirection, and they weren't fooled at all. Very important for the Lumen Christie linebackers to watch those guards, to key on them for Oakridge. They'll take you right to the football.
2nd down and 9. Ibarra in motion. Ritz keeps it. Breaks a tackle. Has another great move in it. Breaks another tackle. Down inside the 15. DJ Ritz finally brought down by Terrell Willis with lightning quickness and great feet. He got down for 26 yards.
Just a little trap option. Makes a tremendous cut there at the line. Watch this move on the free safety. Whoops. You can see why he's a 1,000-yard running quarterback. Great move there at the line of scrimmage. Even better move here on the free safety. Big run for Oakridge.
And again, for a quarterback to compile over 1,000 yards rushing and a 7-yard per carry average, it tells you all you need to know about DJ's running ability.
Well, not to mention that he lines up on the other side of the ball and comes off the corner as a defensive end, Fred.
Tough as nails, huh?
Yep.
of a timeout on the field called by the Eagles. Stops the clock with 7:29 to go here in the first quarter, but certainly a big boost. And I'm sure if you're the seniors on this Oakridge club, you remember what happened when you fell behind early to Jackson Lumen Christie. It'd be a huge lift if they can get into the end zone early.
Well, yeah, if you can make that first score, you really take their crowd out of the game, give you the momentum. It's a big, big lift to get started like this, especially against a squad like Lumen Christie, who's won 21 in a row and is a prohibitive favorite.
Let's take a look at our Wallside Windows road to the finals. Let's show you how these teams got here, specifically Jackson Lumen Christie. They knocked off Hillsdale and then defeated Birch Run with ease to get to this game. And then Muskegon Oakridge, a win over Obenelsi, and then Menominee as they beat the gang from the UP last week in impressive fashion to get to the championship game. So Herb Brogan's defense being tested early on by the Eagles. Hope you had a chance to hear that pregame speech from Jack Sugars. Boy, that was pretty good.
He's got him fired up.
Patting the tailback. Gets it. Pads are popping as he gets inside the 10-yard line. It's called a gain of 7. Ryan Lamar brought him down.
That's the third tackle for Ryan Lamar. He made 2 on that first drive, doing a nice job in there, not being fooled by those little inside traps.
So they'll spot it at the 9. It's actually a gain of 5. Turning clock. We're 5 minutes into this thing. Over left tackle, and he pops into the end zone. Touchdown!
What a hole on that left side.
And Andy thrusting his fist. He hit this hole hard.
Just a little off tackle to the left. Great blocking by the left side of the Oakridge line there. Power running, keeping his feet moving. Tremendous individual effort as well as a great team effort on that left side of the line.
So the 26-yard run by Ritz and the 9-yarder by Potts and the extra point. It all adds up to a 7-0 statement early on for the Eagles of Muskegon Oakridge. We'll return. The bell has rung for Lumen Christie, going for a three-peat. They know they're in a football game now. First touchdown of the game belonging to the Eagles of Oakridge as they lead at 7-0. Hey, if you miss any of this weekend's championship action, get all the details tonight on a special edition of the Detroit Sports Report. It's DSR Football Finals Recap tonight at 10 here on FSN Detroit. So get those DVD players and those VCRs going if you want to keep some memories from this weekend. It's been great football yesterday and today here at Ford Field. One more game coming up. Division 5 at 7:30.
I tell you, Fred, Oakridge does not look intimidated at all by this Jackson Lumen Christie team. They've come right out, whether it's Coach Sugar's pregame or what, but they are fired up playing football.
Josh Budall is back there, along with Derek Walker, who picks it up. Here comes Walker, showing some speed. Nice cutback move. And he almost looked like the former Wolverine, Derek Walker, back in the day. 47-yard return for Derek.
Nice job getting to the wall there. Inside cut, sets it up. Great move and just using his speed, fighting for that extra yardage. Good field position now for Jackson.
So the senior gets him in great field position at the 43-yard line. Let's see how Lumen Christie responds after giving up the quick 7. Quick out, near side, Tyler Aldridge broke a tackle, gets past the 40, still on his feet, finally bumped out of bounds hard inside the 30. TJ Patton, the last to bump him on a semi-late hit. You heard the referee saying, be careful.
They're giving Tyler Aldridge a lot of respect out there, and what Tusick went right to, he just a 3-step drop, a split-end screen. They're about 7-8 yards off Aldridge. They want to give him a lot of cushion, and I did a nice job picked up a big first down there for Lumen Christi.
15-yard gain to the 25. And Watusick calls a timeout. Didn't like something up there. So Coach Brogan will have a little chat.
He just wants to settle them down now. It looks like he's going out there to get everybody relaxed.
Let's take a look at the Jackson Lumen Christie school profile, brought to you by Gardner White Furniture. The enrollment just under 700. Class B school, established in the late 60s. A very proud athletic tradition. And we mentioned at the top of the telecast that Coach Brogan already has two sons who have championship rings, Sean and Shane, from the 96 and the 2000 seasons. In fact, Sean is still a quarterback at Albion. And for Muskegon Oakridge, their enrollment pretty much the same, 571. Newer school, that's for sure. And Muskegon is the former lumber capital of the state. Bet you didn't know that, did you, John?
You know, you learn something new every day, Fred.
See, our research staff doesn't even take Thanksgiving Day off. They just work right through it.
Tireless workers.
From the 27, here comes Jackson Lumen Christie. Sprint option. Watusick has a man. Caught inside the 10-yard line. Ben Neville. And another first down off another 15-yard pickup.
Very nice play there by Lumen Christi. You can see they have a lot of weapons. One thing that Watusick does, he spreads it around. Here, just a soft roll to the right, just a quick out there into the flat. Nowhere to be found was with the Oakridge linebackers, and executed very well.
So Watusick spreading it around. You know he's got Tyler Aldridge, but he obviously has other guys he'll go to. Again, the fake. The throw. Near the goal line. This time Patrick Brogan, the fullback. And they will go a lot to him through the air.
We talked about that earlier, Fred, before the game. Patrick Brogan is a very good dual threat. Good runner. Watch him coming out of the backfield from the fullback position to the right. It was just a little bootleg. Nice job staying in bounds, keeping his feet. Look at his concentration there. Look at that concentration. That was tremendous.
And almost hit the pylon for the score. Mike Sahagan booted him out of bounds at about the 6-inch line. Touchdown, Watusick. So how's that for a response?
Well, they were on the ropes and they answered, Fred.
A 4-play touchdown drive starting with a 47-yard kick return. And then Watusick takes it in from a yard out.
Here it is, just straight power football, quarterback sneak, the oldest play in the book. Watusick with no hesitation just went right up the middle. Very, very nice hole opened up there by the center.
Josh Van Wagner tacks on the point after. So we are tied at 7. First it was the defenses coming up big, and then the offenses responded with a couple of impressive drives on both sides.
Here's a quarterback sneak. Look at him. Just found his center right through the pay dirt. No hesitation, got his shoulders low, just drove the pile.
So Watusick makes it a 7-7 ball game. He's also a basketball player in the wintertime.
That was Big Joe Putra, number 78, right behind Big Joe is center.
Joe's the biggest offensive lineman that the Titans have. He's 220 pounds, so a good guy to follow. I guess basketball coaches don't mind if some of your star players are a little busy going for a football state championship.
No, they'll give them a couple days off, but they want to get them as soon as they can. A lot of times football helps you become a better basketball, helps your toughness. So I think both sports lend well in conjunction with each other.
No question about it. If you can play this game, and that's not to diminish basketball skills, you can certainly handle yourself on the court. A lot of toughness out here. Here comes Kyle Huck. Not much room to go on the short side of the field. Mike Blair, the first to greet him. We're in the first quarter at Ford Field, halfway through quarter number 1. And out comes DJ Ritz. I sort of expected a defensive posture to this game, but with all the skill on both sides and offense, we could see a shootout.
You know, it's starting to look, take shape that way, Fred. I'll tell you, neither team is intimidated. They're coming right back at each other.
All right, here we go from the 29-yard line. Flags fly. Ibarra was in motion.
Well, Mr. Dempsey's got a lot of airtime today.
Prior to the snap, big dead ball, encroachment on the defense.
So the second time we've had that call here this afternoon. Well, at the 34-yard line now for Oakridge. Ritz on the keeper. Takes a pretty good pop there from Ryan Lamar and Ben Geyer. Pickup of 2.
Ryan Lamar's been all over the field today. He's at least got 4 tackles, and he's doing a great job inside there. With all that misdirection, he's really doing a good job isolating and finding the football.
What is his read as a middle linebacker?
He's going to follow the guards first. He's going to look at the guards first, Fred, then he's going to go to the backs.
Second down and about 2.5. Ball given off to Ibarra. Nothing happening there. He was swarmed. No gain. Eric Ewing, number 99, the first to meet him. We're at Ford Field. First time that the state football championships have come to this glorious facility. Home of Super Bowl 40 coming up. Along with John Wagler, Fred McLeod with you. Michael Odino, our producer. Eric Date, our director. One more game to follow. The championship in Division III coming up between Hazlitt and Caledonia at 7:30, so stay tuned for that. Ball is kept by Ritz. May have gotten a yard, and that's it. So it'll make it 4th down coming up.
Lumen Christie's doing a nice job outside. They're trying to get outside on a veer option type, and they're doing a real good job, those defensive ends staying home and containing their outside options.
So they spotted at the 37. And second time we'll see a punt from Jake Huck. Tyler Aldridge will field it. He has a little bit of running room. Nice little juke move. How about that? Gets to the outside, gets a block, also gets a flag. Aldridge eventually ridden out of bounds inside the 40. Scott Morse caught up with him. Now let's see if there perhaps was an illegal block downfield.
He reminded me a little of Barry Sanders there, reversing his field, and you got to be pretty confident to be able to do that, and you can see why he's the top receiver in the state of Michigan. Tremendous feat.
Right there.
All right.
33-yard return.
Third return. Illegal block in the back on the receiving team. 10 yards from the spot of the foul, 1st down.
You can kind of tell when that flag came that something was awry on the blocking side of things.
You can see, here it is. Take a look right into your screen. There it goes.
So that negates the 33-yard effort, but still fun to watch anyway.
He's exciting. Every time he gets his hands on a football, something good could happen.
And it also gives the Oakridge punt coverage team something to think about for next time.
Yeah, they're going to remember. They may not want to kick it that way.
So from the 22, here comes Lumen Christie. Ball given off to Badal. Josh is tripped up across the 25-yard line. He's a 1,000-yard rusher. Little guy, but tough as nails. Had to fight through a bevy of injuries this year, including a shoulder separation. But he's out there to finish this season strong, and again over 1,000 yards on the ground.
Right, he's one of their captains, and quiet as it's kept, you know, the quarterback and Aldridge were too sick, and Aldridge get all the headlines, but Badal's been a great addition, a great leader for that Jackson Lumen Christie offense.
Pick up a 3 for Josh. Play action. Coming near side. Then Neville, and he is dropped hard by DJ Ritz.
Can't fool those quarterbacks.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen that play a few times from the other side.
Great read by DJ Ritz there.
A loss of a yard.
Here he is on the corner coming from his defensive linebacker, outside linebacker position. That's a very, very tough play. He reacted, great reactions. Look at him. Look at the excitement there.
Could you have played defensive end in high school?
I couldn't. I had to go farther back. I was safety, way deep.
Again, he's a defensive end. How about that? 3rd down and 11. Watusi sprinting to his right. Downfield. Oakridge caught and dropped. Had it for just a millisecond, but couldn't hang on.
The old wheel route is what they call it. Watch Aldridge here. It's an out and up. Okay, he makes a good fake. Gets the guy to bite, but the safety comes off the hash. Here he comes right now. Big hit on Aldridge. Tremendous play there. You got to give him a lot of credit.
Lee Cole lowered the boom. It was a well-thrown ball.
You won't see Aldridge drop too many of those.
He knows he should have had it, but he took a big lick. So Ryan Lamar to punt. Mike Sahagan back in single safety. Good boot, driving Sahagan back to his 35. Jukes to the outside. Brook, one tackle, and then kaboom. Near midfield. So Lumen Christi gets back on defense. Well, the history of the football finals, back to 1975. A year later, they were at the Silverdome. And after a glorious run in Pontiac, they've come downtown to Ford Field to begin a new chapter in championship finals history. And we'll get the thoughts of Executive Director Jack Roberts on how this move has been received here coming up at halftime. Ritz keeps it across midfield. He's so clever with the football. Mike Blair on the stop.
I tell you, all those wing T quarterbacks, you know, after running it, when you're a senior after running it for 4 years, they are just magicians with the football.
I mean, does that come naturally, or is that something that really has to be coached?
That's really a repetition thing, Fred. That's just like option football or drop back passing. You have to do that over and over, especially when you run this kind of offense with so much misdirection.
Ritz on the handoff. Not much going there. TJ Patton was tripped up right away. This Oakridge offense averaged 39 points a game during the regular season and the playoffs.
Lumen Christie doing a nice job so far on Patton. They've really kind of kept him in check.
So a gain of 1. Here comes 3rd and 3 now. And encroachment on the Jackson Lumen Christie side. Bobby Miller jumped.
Prior to the snap, encroachment on the defense. Results in a 1st down.
He's fired up. That's the 3rd time we've got a little excitement there, and everybody's got to keep their emotions in check, and you know he wants to play football and make a play.
So a 1st down for Oakridge. Ball given off inside, some tough running. TJ Patton again. 2 yards the hard way. We're coming up on a half minute to play in the opening quarter. Good start to this one. Second and 8 call now for Ritz. Ball given off to the left side of things. Andy Potts, who has the earlier touchdown, picks up 4. Final seconds tick away in quarter number 1. Oakridge, a 23-0 loser to Jackson Lumen Christie 2 years ago, but a whole different mindset right now for the Eagles. saying, hey, we can play with you guys. 7-7 football game. 1 quarter in the books. You're watching high school championship action on FSN Detroit. Well, the Titans and the Eagles, a 7-7 affair as we begin the 2nd quarter of football here in the Division V championship game. Oakridge with the football at the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 4 coming up for DJ Ritz and his friends. Ritz keeps it, gets out near the 1st down marker to the 31. Ben Geyer in the stop. Very close to that 1st down. Think he got it?
I think he might be a little shy, if I'm guessing here, Fred. Not that I got the best eyes from up here, but he might be a little shy.
Yeah, it looks to be short by about a foot, but certainly 4 down territory at the 31. Here comes a play call from Jack Sugars. Oakridge crowd rises as one. Ritz keeps it. Should have the 1st down. Jackson Lumen Christie says no, but I think forward progress will be marked right outside the 30. I think he got it, didn't he?
I think he did. Lumen Christie did a nice job defending him. Just a quarterback sneak, and Ritz slid off to the right there, but he's motioning that he picked up the 1st down. Here he is. Watch him lower his shoulders. Boy, I tell you, he took more than an arm tackle. Left side there of the defensive line for Lumen Christi just stops him up. But he broke the plane.
Yep.
Nice job keeping your shoulders low, fighting for that extra yardage.
Eric Young lowered the boom. But it appears as though DJ got it, and he did. With plenty to spare. So that keeps the drive alive.